Okay, guys, look, I'm absolutely loving the attacking play just now. The goals are flying in everywhere. I'm running out of fingers to count them on. But if we really want to make this a season to remember, you're going to have to start defending properly, guys. Defending. What you do when you don't have the ball. Yes, Napoleon, we're still doing that. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 12, Episode 13 of The Impossible Dream here at H&W Welders as we look to win the Champions League with the Northern Irish club. And today it's going to be the second leg in Spain against Real Sociedad 4-4. It was a stunner, wasn't it? The first leg in Northern Ireland. And then we'll see what happens. Hopefully we're going to have the first leg of a quarter-final in Europe. But, well, it could be a disappointing domestic game. Which will be determined, if and when we happen to get knocked out. But some good news to start, that is that Cian Scully has extended his loan for another season as well, so he'll be here for a third season along with Dylan Lake. He's done very, very well for us. Injured, of course, at the moment, not far off coming back, actually, but yeah, good to have him back for another year. Just means we have that sort of right-sided midfield place between him and Brady sorted basically for next season. We don't have to worry about signing somebody, but if somebody better does come up, then obviously we can make a move for them. But yeah, very, very happy to have Cian Scully back for another year. And the other thing that's happened is our youth intake has arrived. And underwhelming, perhaps, is a word that comes to mind. It's not terrible. I mean, a 1.5-star player is a Northern Irish Premiership player. So we've got potentially some good players there. But we'll wait and see exactly what happens. There's no one that you think, oh yes, that is someone that's going to be in the first team for a long time. I mean, whether up there, it could well be a very decent right back, to be fair, good defensively. So he could come through. You can see he's a 2.5 stars. He's actually rated as being ready for the league already. Ronan McCall, again. I mean, I've sort of learned a lesson from Miss Kelly where we didn't think there was much going to happen from him, although he was highly rated potentially, and he's turned out to be a brilliant player for us. So we'll wait and see what happens with these guys. Those are the main ones that you see there that have been sort of signed up. I'll go through again. I will probably sign up some of these guys as well, particularly the ones with the good personality attributes. So unambitious, probably won't see McKendry, but resolute, ambitious, professional, those sorts of guys. We'll probably sign them up as well. But, yeah, there we go. Goes down. And there's a few dregs down there. But, yeah, it's a bit underwhelming, if I'm completely honest. But there we go. Now, there's one game to catch you up on. That was the semi-final of the Caramel Wafer Cup. Of course, we fell, didn't we, last season at this stage to Rangers reserves. This season, we had Dunfermline. Let's see if we could get to the final. We went in front early when Lake and Turpie set up Hodel. Sean Simpson picked out Turpie's run to make it 2-0. Before Tommy Martin got out third. And Turpie made it 4-0 at half-time. Dunfermline pulled one back. And then got a second. Before Lake pounced to secure our place in the final. So there we go, into the final we go, one better than last year. Let's hope we can go and win it. We were quite good in the first half in this one. We did kind of clock off second half. We weren't great defensively, which is a worry, heading off to Spain. But Turpie with 2 goals, Lake and Hodel with the other one. It wasn't a first-choice team. Nobody that's going to play in this upcoming game at Sociedad played in this one. So, yeah, there we go. It was comfortable in the end. So we've made the final. When we get there, it will be Motherwell that we're playing. Maybe a surprise to see them in the competition in the first place. They are currently sitting third in the Scottish Championship. We've just beaten Dunfermline, though, who were runaway leaders of the competition, or that league, I should say. So you'd fancy us to be able to get past Cove Rangers, are in the Kelty Hearts as well. So you'd fancy us to be able to get past them. Queen's Park. They're the amateur team, aren't they? They're in the Scottish Premiership. Let's just have a sneaky look at the Scottish Premiership while we're here. Celtic, Rangers, Hamilton, Falkirk, Kilmarnock, Wards, and Hibs. So maybe a few surprises in the ordering of the Scottish Premiership as much as anything else. But let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against who are we playing? Real Sociedad. We're expecting the annoying wingbacks and wingers and all that kind of stuff. A 5-2-3, I guess you'd call it. And this is the team that we're sending out. We're going back to the European formation just to try and be tight at the back. So it's Zanetti in goal, Ellis, Kidd, Lewis and Monaghan. It's Munier and Miss Kelly in the midfield areas. It is Brady, Armstrong and McKay. Picasso goes up top. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we can see the team sheets. Was it Gouchard or was it Garcia-Mendia that got Garmendia, I suppose it would be, that got the hat trick in our home game, the first leg. So we'll have to keep an eye out for both of them, or one of them anyway. We'll keep an eye out for both of them just in case. What do we want to say to this? I think we just got to take the pressure off, don't we? There's no pressure on you here, boys. We'll point our fingers, say we have faith in them to make the difference, and well, it's only a European quarter-final on the line. Of course, we've made a semi-final before, but that was in the European Conference League, not in the Europa League. So this would be it's another step up again, isn't it? Hopefully we will. If we can keep it tight at the back, we know that typically we have goals in the team. So we'll see how we go here. We do have to score, and 0-0 will not be good enough. That'll be us out on away goals, and we've got a kick-off highlight, which is maybe not ideal. Let's see if we can win it back though. Ball forward. It's Kidd is done well. He's tracked the runner, and that is over the bar. That is absolutely fine. All right, let's settle into this game now, please, boys. We've got another highlight that starts with them. Brady wins it back to Monaghan, to Miss Kelly. Oh, I don't like crossfield balls deep in the half, but we get away with it. Picasso's not winning much in the air, but it's picked up by Armstrong. Armstrong to Picasso. Picasso with a chance. Picasso with a chip. Oh! Just over the crossbar. Promising start, though. Hopefully Picasso is sharp. We've got a free kick now. Armstrong. Decent. It's towards goal. It was Lewis, and it was again just over that crossbar. But promising signs. Now we need to defend a free kick. Oh, that is terrible. The offside flag saves us. I don't know what to do with defending set pieces, honestly. I feel like instead of practicing training, we just need to set up a voodoo stand and sacrifice a virgin defender or something. I don't know what we need to do to be able to... Look at that. Oh, we've worked on this in training, guys. He's right there. What's Miss Kelly? It's fine. It's fine. It didn't go in. Well, it went in, but it didn't count. Come on. Crossfield ball. Miss Kelly's there. Can he get a foot in? No, he lets him go past him instead. Lewis gets a block in, and Zanetti makes the save. We are playing with a high line here. I'm wondering if we're maybe a little bit too high. If maybe what we need to do is drop it off a little bit if they're going to try and sort of play through the back of us like that. Not quite sure what's happened there. That's a lot of space for a player to be in with no one anywhere near him. Cross comes in, and that's a miss. All right, I do think... where are we here? Let's maybe just drop that back a little bit. And they're getting down the outside of us as well, aren't they? Let's force them into our two defensive midfielders, which I probably should have done to start with, to be honest. We've got another highlight. Ball forward. Kidd is there. Down to Munier. Ellis to Munier. Back to Ellis. Forward for McKay. McKay goes past one. McKay can't get... Oh, he can get past it. It's Picasso. He's got nowhere room to work in at all. Armstrong to McKay! Oh, Martin McKay! It's the 17th of the season! We have taken the lead. It is 1-0 to the Welders in Spain, in 4th in La Liga Stadium. 5-4 in aggregate. A little bit of luck there as the clearance hits McKay. But Picasso, Munier, Armstrong picks out the run of McKay, and... he must have done him with the eyes there. Goalkeeper going to the near post. He goes across him. It is 1-0. How close was it? It doesn't really matter. Oh, it's very, very close. You might argue perfectly timed. And it is 1-0 to the Welders. Well, again, if they score, we're back to being out. It's one of these situations that is not great in that we have to win the game. If we get a second goal, maybe we could relax a little bit. But until we get that 4th away goal... It's going to be nervous, isn't it? But can we get to half-time? We can. Okay. The game plan here was to try and keep it tight and win the game. You know, 1-0 would have been nice. I think we still got to say, maybe not pointing our fingers, that there's no pressure here. There's still no pressure on you, boys. We'll pump our fists. We'll say we have faith in you. And... yeah, I mean, the match ratings aren't great, but we saw even in the Champions League group stage, playing in this formation, the match ratings weren't always great. but we're all about results. And so far, we have the result. Monahan, ball in. Headed away, though. Can Munier get a tackle in there? No, he can't. But Kidd knocks it. Kidd is a good defender for us. I hope we can get him back next season, actually. I think his contract's up, isn't it? So we'll try and snag him on a free if we can. Ball forward. Picasso might be offside. Is he offside? He is. It was a good run. It was a good finish. It was a good pass to find him as well. But he did look offside. And it was indeed. The linesman was correct. So unlucky for Picasso. He just... Yeah. The defenders just pushed up at the wrong time for us, didn't they? Good finish, though. But obviously it doesn't count. We'll tell them to focus. Are we going to be able to dodge around conceding 4 goals at home? Or are those away goals going to come back and haunt us here? Why are we trying to take Kidd off? He's done really well for us so far. Zayanetti with a goal kick. At some point, they're going to have to come at us, aren't they? Picasso's not going to win much in the air, but he's done well there to sort of get past the first defender, maybe just leaning into him. Ball forward, Picasso. He's working hard up there for us, but I wonder if it's a game for McDade. Get his height up there, try and hold it up for us. Munier can't quite get there to it. Oh, we can't afford this. We can't afford this. It's 1-1. It's 5-5. And it's away goals that are going to kill us at this point. Brady is not having a good game out there wide right. And we don't have, with the injury... All right, let's get Lake on. Let's get Lake on as an inverted winger. Where's the inverted winger? Let's encourage them. We've got a highlight. Monahan with a throw. Munier to Lake. Oh, he's gone down. He's gone down. It's in the box. It has to be in the box. Surely this is going to be a penalty. Come on, VAR. Come on, VAR. It is a penalty. It always gives it away down the bottom there, but it is a penalty, and it's Picasso to take it. Please, Picasso. Please, Picasso. Please, Picasso. Please, 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 Picasso! He's done it! He's given us back the lead! It's 2-1 on the night, it's 6-5 on aggregate! Let's go back off of attacking. Let's tell them, what do we do? Do we praise them? Do we focus them? We've got to stay focused here, don't we? That's a cracking penalty. The goalkeeper's not getting anywhere near that. Enough height on it. Let's focus them. And we're running the clock down. We're running the clock down. And, alright, we're into stoppage time. Let's go and close this mofo down, shall we? Alright, so we are, well, just gone defensive, basically. And let's hope... Oh, could we do this? Could we do this? Please, boys. Please, boys. Please, boys. I think we've gone and done it. We have beaten Real Sociedad in France, in Spain. 2-1 on the night, 5-6 on aggregate. We're going to the quarterfinals, and... well, this could be a very, very special season indeed. So we can see the rest of the results there. Leicester have knocked out Inter. I can't remember who the other ones were that hadn't played yet. Rangers. Anyway, we'll go have a look in a second here. Burnley's knocked out Celtic. So H&W Welders triumph over Real Sociedad in the second leg. £1 million in the bank as well. And it is Roma in the quarterfinals. April 8th. That's a fair way away, isn't it? There we go. That's how the quarterfinals look. What we might do then, I think, is that is a little bit far away because we're going to have the league split. So we'll come back for the final of the Caramel Wafer Cup. It's against Motherwell. It is, where are we going for that one? We are going to Caledonian Stadium, way, way up north. I'm assuming that's in Vanessa's home ground. So wait right there, guys. We'll be back for a cup final. Okay, welcome back. It is time for the cup final, the Caramel Wafer Cup final. Get your aprons, not your aprons, what's called, your bibs ready, your napkins ready, because it is time for the Caramel Wafer Cup final. We are the favourites, only just according to the bookies, though, so it's going to be a potentially tight game. Let's hope not, though. But one bit of news before we get to that is we have made a signing for next season. Boubacar Badji, I think you would pronounce it. We signed him on a free transfer at the end of his contract from Marseille. You can see we signed him as a breakthrough prospect on £550 a week. You can see the other ins and outs of the contract there. Let's have a look at him. Now, it says he's a promising striker. I haven't necessarily signed him to be a striker. Ignore what the scouts think of him because we're taking a little bit of a gamble here. But I'm signing him to be sort of a right-sided winger. He's not too bad physically. He's not too bad technically with the sort of the attributes that he needs. He can cross, he can dribble a little bit. Finishing could use some work, but he's not. I think there's a little bit there. We have a look at the actual scout report. You can see he's potentially a what's that? A 3, maybe even 3.5 star player. So I just figure he's not on big wages. Worst case scenario, we should be able to sell him for a profit. Best case scenario, with Scully not our player permanently, we might get ourselves a decent right winger out of it. So that's happened for next season, and we'll just kind of see what happens. He'll end up in the reserves, I would imagine, for a season or so, and we'll just bring him out for some of the cup games. So that is that. Now, there is one game to catch you up on. It was against Dungannon in the league. Let's see how it went. So unfortunately, the game has not saved the highlights, which is frustrating. It was 2-0. It was McDade with a double, which is good. We'll check in on his goal-scoring record quest in just a second. Yeah, they really didn't offer much. To be fair, they were down to 9 men. We probably should have scored more. It was one of those, though. It's not going to show us how they played. They basically had no strikers and just sort of a back 8. So I actually think it was more difficult for us to try and score because they were just looking to keep the score down. But some good performances there. Barr at left back had a good game. Hodel, Napoleon came in and did a good job for us. And as I say, we'll have a look at what that means for the league table in a second. We are now post-split. We live in a post-split world, so 5 games to play. We're 7 points clear. It is just a matter of time. You can see we've already guaranteed ourselves Champions League football for next season. That'll be, of course, in the qualifying rounds, win the league, and we're into that group stage. But McDade now has 36 goals for the season. He needs to get to 42, so he has 5 games to score 6 goals. You'd back him. You would back him, though. We've said that before, and he's not got there. So fingers crossed in the final games of the season, he will go and break that goal-scoring record, having equaled it, of course, 2 seasons ago now. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here in the cup final against Motherwell. We're expecting, well, basically the Real Sociedad formation, if we're honest. And this is a team we're sending out. Now, midweek coming up is the first leg against Roma, so it's not going to be our strongest team. And I'm sure you'll all forgive me for that. So it's Finity in goal. It's Triggy, Potoknik, Martin, and Monaghan as the back 4. Chambers and Up Richard go in midfield. It's Hodel, Napoleon, and Lake with Picasso up top. Picasso is playing, just trying to get some match sharpness into his legs. He'll probably only play a half, and then we'll bring Turpey on, unless things are going badly. But yeah, he's just playing to try and get some sharpness. So we can see the team sheets there. Do we recognize any names? I don't think we do. Certainly none that have played for us on a regular basis. This is what are we going to say to this? You're a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. I don't want to put expectations. Just play a natural game. Let's go with that. Yeah, I don't want to put expectation on them. It is a final after all, so there may be some nerves there. So here we go. We do love a cup final, don't we? Motherwell, they're in decent form. You know, they obviously not the worst team. I mean, they're a Premiership team in Scotland, aren't they? Really. Well, that's at least, I mean, as long as I've been following football, they've been, or they have they been relegated? They would have been relegated at some point, I'm sure, but they're one of those teams that you just think they should be a Scottish Premiership team, certainly based off the last 20 years or so. But anyway, that said, let's hope we can make them look like very much a Championship side here. Should say too, if you haven't yet, or if you have extra players you'd like to nominate for Viewers Player of the Year, don't forget to go and do that. We will have to start and get that nominations list together relatively soon. Depends how things go against Roma, doesn't it? But once we're out of Europe, we've seen before the season does wind down very, very quickly. Hodel, tackled away from him. Chambers picks it up. Chambers likes the big game. Hopefully, in his books, this is the big game. There's a nice pass for Hodel, and he pokes at the finish, but can't find the back of the net. Napoleon with a free kick. He's been scoring these for fun all year. Is that a save? Well, I tell you what, credit to the goalkeeper there. That's a stunning save. Napoleon will trot across. He'll take the corner. Napoleon, decent. It's punched by the keeper. Lake will have it. Dylan Lake, can he smash one in? No, he can't. It's cleared away, and it'll be picked up there by Monaghan. Monaghan, of course, he'll drop out of the European lineup now, and it will be Roy Hill that will come back in. Stars, who would normally be on the bench because he can cover left and right back for us, he is on loan from Motherwell, which is why he obviously can't take part in the game. Chambers to Napoleon. Napoleon to Picasso, and Picasso. Just make sure you stick him away in Europe, mate. Let's give them another encourage. We haven't seen anything from Motherwell so far, but we haven't really been ripping them to shreds ourselves, have we? Let's try demand more next shout here, see if we can get something from them. Triggy with a throw. He finds Lake. Back to Triggy. Napoleon's got some time and space. Interesting, but good ball to find Monahan. Monahan pulls it back. It's into a good area, and Dylan Lake is there. And Dylan Lake has number 16 of the season. Excellent, excellent stuff. Monahan did well. You've got to give credit to Napoleon as well. To sort of see the pass is, a nice thing. And, we chip it in, and there's just so many Welders there, all the way to the back post. We've seen Lake, we've seen McKay score lots of goals like that this season as well, haven't we? Excellent stuff. We've come straight back for a kickoff highlight. I was going to say something there, and then it disappeared. Scully. Scully's back fit, but he picked up a bit of a knock. I think it was a tight thigh or groin or something. So I was going to play him in this one just to start and get a bit of match sharpness. But unfortunately, the injury has put an end to that. We have just come back from an international break as well. So that's why there's a few players that are just lacking a little bit of sharpness. If they weren't away with their international teams, then obviously we haven't really played a game. So in hindsight, I maybe could have arranged a friendly or should have arranged a friendly, but I'm always worried about getting injuries in those, so decided against it. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. Chambers, Napoleon, Hodel. Monahan's making another good run forward. Can Monahan get another assist? He goes back to Hodel for Up Richard. Up Richard absolutely rockets that into the back of the net. That's 2-0 in the cup final, and get your spoons ready because it's looking very, very good for this Caramel Wafer Cup. Some nice little passing, and in the end, it finds its way to Up Richard at the edge of the area, and have some of that. Almost hit Napoleon. It would have almost certainly have taken it wide if it had. But Up Richard does well. 4th goal of the season for him. And Triggy with a throw, and let's see if we can get a third before half-time, and you'd say that would just about be that. The Chambers. Crossfield pass. Nice one to Monahan, to Up Richard. Up Richard has another go, and Up Richard. Well, that was almost a stunner. Some defending to do. We have, throughout the international break, we can't even... Well, this is technically Europe, I suppose, isn't it? Playing in Scotland. We've done a lot of defending of set pieces and corners. Well, set pieces, corners are set pieces. You know what I mean. Free kicks and corners. So, I don't know what we've got to do. I really don't. All right, don't get complacent here, boys. We're doing well. I think we'll give Picasso 10 minutes in the second half. I want him to be as sharp as possible going into this Roma game, but obviously I don't want him to be tired from playing too much on the weekend. So that'll just about do it for him on the hour mark. We'll bring Turpey on to play up front. And let's see if our young academy prospect can get a goal for us to wrap this up. Up Richard to Chambers. Chambers, crossfield, finding Triggy. It's back for Chambers. Chambers, no, he loses out. Couldn't quite have quick enough feet there, but Tommy Martin picks it up. He goes all the way back to Finity. Haven't really I think we've seen Finity yet, have we? Chambers to Up Richard. Nice ball there for Hodel. Come on, Hodel. He's got Monahan on. Monahan's just really dangerous out there, isn't he? Back to Up Richard. Back to Monahan. That's some nice play. There's the cross. Lily Ike at the back post, and it's just over. One more goal, and you'd feel very confident in saying we've got this thing won. But we'll leave it at 2-0 now. The clock is ticking by. They're going to need to do something soon, aren't they? There's a nice ball to find Up Richard. It's nicely done for Lake, and Lake has slid in. It looked a bit scrappy, but he's got it in the back of the net. It's 3-0. It's cup final done. And Dylan Lake has got himself a double. Wonderful stuff from the Welders. And I don't know if the goalkeeper got a hand on this. If we can probably get another look. It's another good pass from Up Richard, isn't it? It's just kind of looks like maybe the goalkeeper's knocked it out. The defenders knocked it back into the path of Lake, and he's managed to turn it in. So maybe some luck there for us, but we'll take that luck and run. And we've got a corner to defend. Easy for Finity, and of course claiming crosses, that is one of his strengths. There's a ball forward looking for, but not finding Dylan Lake. Let's see if we can win this ball back. Napoleon working hard. You like to see that. Can we win that with Hodel? No. Duncan has it now for them. Hodel sticking to his task nicely out there. Chambers gets a foot in. Disrupts. Oh, but Napoleon's given it away. And another good block from Monahan. It's scrappy. And it had a shot at the end of it that basically I think that passage of play deserved. Let's give it a demand more. See if we can get ourselves a late fourth goal. We're in the stoppage time. There's about a minute and 45 seconds to play. Napoleon, crossfield ball for Hodel. He can't win anything in the air, can he? And here comes Motherwell streaming forward. 2-on-2 at the back. Make that 2 on about 3. And they've hit the post. Maybe we've dodged a little bit of a bullet there. Was it offside anyway? There is about a minute to play. Up Richard. Wide there for Hodel. Turpey's making a run through the middle. Hodel goes cross-field. And I'm not really sure what that was. And it looks as though the game is just going to peter out into a little bit of a scrappy anticlimactic end. Oh, Lake wins that back. Ball forward early for Turpey. Oh, defender just a little bit too strong for him. Ball forward again to Martin. Here we come. Chambers to Napoleon. Napoleon for Hodel. Hodel! Oh! That would have been a nice special way to end the final, wouldn't it? But it looks as though it's done. Seconds to go, and not even that, as we march up. Tommy Martin, captain on the day. He's vice-captain of the club. And, of course, as a reminder, William McQuaid, the trophy-lifting hobbit, is he's injured just now. So he will be back. He's not too far away, actually. Probably about a week or so. But spoons at the ready as we raise the Caramel Wafer Cup for only the second time in the club's history. Took us a while, of course, to be in a position domestically in Northern Ireland that we were able to qualify for this tournament. And I believe in real life, you don't play in this anymore. It's just back to being a Scottish competition. So, unless we play in Scotland next FM, we won't get to enjoy the Caramel Wafer Cup, if it's still called the Caramel Wafer Cup. But there we go. It's another trophy, which is excellent. Just the Antrim shield that might be missing this season from the cabinet. What do we say? Well done, boys. You've won a trophy. Well done. So Harlan and Wolf Welders lift the Challenge Cup trophy. A famous treble, of course, but we're not done yet on that front. And we've received a little bit of money, and everybody's delighted, which is good to see. And, well, up Richard. It was a nice goal from him, a nice assist as well. He had a good game, didn't he? And there we go. Collective bonuses, and there's the competition rundown. But guys, that is... Oh, we've got to pay a bonus for winning that as well, do we? There you go. That'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new as well. It was good, wasn't it? We got the win in Spain. We've got the cup final. And next episode, we will be back for Roma. 2 legs. We'll skip over the Irish Cup semi-final. I don't think we care about semi-finals anymore, do we? We've won plenty of trophies, so we'll come back for the final if that is indeed what we reach. And, yeah, you can see the run-in on the league there as well, with chance to win the league before we ever get to LAN, so that would be nice, wouldn't it? But until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Bell, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.